second leg, with meetings across parts of the West Coast, or in preparatory works in the Kanifi municipality and Banjul, two most important landmark venues for the final leg of the dialogue with the People's Tour. The two mayors launched a major campaign in the media to invigorate a historic welcome for the president, and that worked well, with the presidential motorcade being slowed to a snail's pace from Kimbuje right down to Banjul. It was about which area pulled the highest in the welcome ceremony, but this was in the end too difficult to establish as the convoy dragged along into the next venue, a population never before seen in such ceremonies. They danced and cheered their president through, leaving twice that number to enjoy the long and hard walk to Banjul. There was a sea of humanity returning that special presidential gesture to which they have been accustomed to. And this is where the parade finally ends, drawing to an end another historic welcome for the Gambian leader, whose convoy only pulled at the gates of the State House after more than 8 hours on the road. The president had all this while remained standing over the overhead opening of his Hummer to share with the crowd their joy and pain. This activity has been sustained over the years with the same spirit as that which brought the then young Lieutenant Jammeh to power in 1994, and it continues to flourish with enthusiasm, championing a cause that transcends the boundaries of race, faith and country. The president woke up to another busy schedule the following day, visiting the multi-million-dollar fish market and ice plant recently inaugurated in Bakote. The facility was jointly funded by government, the African Development Bank and the Arab Bank for Economic Development in Africa, BADIA, under an envelope exceeding $22 million. This project falls under the component of improved fisheries facilities and infrastructure in the Gambia, bringing into focus the Banjul Fisheries Jetty and the Bakote Fish Market, among a host of other rehabilitation works at a number of venues. At the market, the Gambian leaders' inspiring patronage came into focus, with the women who are again at the forefront of the business having the chance to sell their entire stock at one go. But to some of them, having the president inspect their place of work is sufficient motivation to take on the next business trip with a greater investment, awaiting the opportunities that are abound with such ventures. Abdunjai, GRTS.
Fish farming is gaining prominence in the Gambia, particularly in the Central River region of the country, where a Taiwanese-constructed fish pond is set to help farmers in the area increase their income. Fatu Jassi reports the first sample of the pond was handed over to officials of the Ministry of Fisheries and Water Resources at a ceremony held in Jahali in the Central River region.
Marine Resources, that's a cause which has for long connected the Fisheries and Water Resources Ministry and the Taiwan Technical Mission in the Gambia. Supporting agriculture development efforts, the Taiwanese Technical Mission has since been actively involved in shaping initiatives to improve agriculture productivity, helping farmers to boost their livelihoods in a medley of ventures. Here in the Central River region, a tilapia fish farm developed by the Technical Mission is now being handed over to the community through Ministry of Fisheries and Water Resources. This scheme is intended to improve and supplement food provisions, yet the initiative could doubly help to increase domestic incomes.
The aim of the project is to improve the food supplement in animal protein, particularly from fish, and also help to increase the family's income through the aquaculture process. So, of course, this is a very good project and necessary in this, particularly in this region. Central River region is a big land for agriculture, and also abundant with water resources, particularly the river, many.
Fisheries Director Famara Damfa expressed appreciation to the Taiwanese government, underlining their cooperation and contribution towards the development of aquaculture with special focus on building local capacity. Officials are principally looking to arrest food insecurity through a host of measures which fittingly include the sustainable utilization of sea resources, also meant to attract much-needed employment in the countryside. The quest could both stimulate rural development and impact on poverty reduction. Day by day, the Fisheries Department facilitates the transportation of coastal fish products in all parts of the country, yet the scarcity of fish in rural communities continues to be a challenge despite the vast measures transported daily.
Fish is the cheapest source of animal protein in the Gambia. Although the present supply is keeping pace with the demand in coastal urban settlements, A contrast scenario is true in the rural areas. The Fisheries Department facilitated the daily transportation of coastal fish products in refrigerated trucks to the farthest point in the country as a strategy to alleviate the rural fish shortage. This strategy faced multiple constraints, ranging from high cost of operational items such as fuel and ice, among others. The only sustainable alternative strategy option is to supplement the meager inland captured fisheries production by inland-based cultured production.
Marine and aquaculture, that's a sector which certainly spouts immense potential, and speaking of development, it's one initiative that could hastily quicken advances in the fisheries sector in a country largely divided by the rivulets springing from the ocean and the river Gambia. For Grts News, I am Fatou Jassi.
Residents of two villages in the West Coast region have embarked on repair works on a vital connecting point between the villages of Madiana and Banyanka. The route has often been ravaged by rain-induced floods during the rainy season, and as Babakar Senghor reports, volunteers are hoping to prevent similar occurrences in this year's wet season.
Madiana and Banyanka and other surrounding villages have embarked on grassroots community work to construct a connecting point called Salaba, the road between Bruford and Madiana, to make it accessible during the rainy season. Salaba, which is located at a strategic point, serves as a shortcut link between Madiana and Bruford. As the National Assembly member for Combo North explains, they have high hopes that the connecting point will be properly looked after, as promised. But despite this, the concerned communities take it upon themselves to better the situation ahead of the rainy season.
Yeah, but sometimes you sit and think, what can I do before government intervene? This is one of its kind. Because if they want to sit until government comes, obviously, as Honorable Kuli told you, we went to the minister 2-3 days ago and we spoke to him about this road, and he told us that let the people not hesitate. We can do this, but let us not hesitate, because he has already spoke to the president, and the president told them to come and do their service to see how best they can assist these people until after the rainy season.
The councillor of Busumbala Ward also spoke of the importance of the initiative, saying that it is very crucial in linking Madiana and other satellite villages. He spoke of the difficulty of plying the road during the rainy season, which he says prompted the people to temporarily fix the problem.
During the rainy season, you have excess flow of water, both from the stream and then from the sea. But the sea also pushes, when you have high tide, the sea also pushes its water towards the same canal. So this makes Salaba impossible to be plied during the rainy season. So now we are making measures that would give assurance to drivers plying the road that even if the water is a meter high, we can go inside without any hitches.
Speaking on behalf of the youths, the Banyanka VDC chairman, Abondu Koli, urged other communities to emulate the move by the locals, whilst expressing his thanks and appreciation to all those who took part in the community initiative. Volunteers came from various settlements, among them the representative of the people of Combo South, who urged residents to intensify efforts at improving community-led initiatives of this nature. Also present on the work site was the alcalos of Madiana and Banyanka. Both thanked the participants for their well-coordinated work geared towards the development of their community. With strong participatory approach at community level, helping to construct this vital Bruford-Madiana connection point and making it more accessible in the rainy season, its completion is expected to help enhance the movement of people and goods in this area. For Grts News, this is Babakar Senghor.
The School of Information Technology and Communication Association of the University of the Gambia, in partnership with the Public Utilities Regulatory Authority, recently organized a forum on the theme ICT for Development. Abdullah Baji has details of that story in this report.
Fact, emerging economies cannot really thrive in this age without information and communication technology, playing a critical function in charting programs for development. This tool has become vastly indispensable and probably the most important asset for the younger generation. ICT for Development That's a rather significant theme for this convergence